everyone, how are we today? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Angela here, and time for a little journal project. Now today is going to be a really quick one and I'm really excited to share it with you. It's using what we have, especially the scrappy bits, and then when you're wanting to make something and you find you only have certain sizes of things, then this video is for you. Right, I'm going to get straight to it. I just want to say thank you so much to all of you that have remembered to hype the video, which is that little like star thing in the, just below the video next to the comments. I really appreciate it. As much as I can get my videos out there so that more people can see them, I'm grateful. So thank you so much, guys. It doesn't cost you anything at all. So if you don't know about that, then go and have a look at the previous video and I'll just explain it a little bit more. But thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Okay, now I have made one of these, so that's what we're going to make today. And I just adore how this has turned out. I'm going to show you how I've transformed the page just a little bit and how it's going to look on our journal page. Hello, Teddy Bear. Are you also coming to craft? Right, so I've got my journal here. I've put my signatures into the cover. So that I did in the last video with the elastic closures. So you just tuck them underneath there. All right, so it's easily removed. I have just stenciled using my Victorian Velvet Distress Oxide and my stencil. So this is the stencil. Any stencil will do. And then I use the stamps and that Victorian Oxide and the bundled sage. I just use this field label. This is called Field Notes. It's a Stampers Anonymous set. I use this one and this one here. I just alternated it, one pink and green and one pink and green of that. All right, so I've just stuck them there. I've already worked out where I wanted them to go. And when I take this particular goodie, I'm going to put it just over there like that. And look how beautiful that looks. I love it. So we are going to make one of these, and I did use scraps and I did have to resize something because I didn't have the bag I wanted. So we are going to do that. Right. The other one will go. Let me just see. Get my wits about me. Okay. So the other one's going to go. Oops. Oh, here we go, just that side there. All right, so the other side of the exciting envelope, we're going to put it in over there, opposite that page. All right, so that's where we will put the other one. All right, let me move that out the way and we can get to it. All right, so I'll put this over here just to remind me. Okay, so I've got a bag. I'm going to trim this bag. So grab whatever bag you have. This is a little Glassine bag. But if you don't have a bag, you can use, what do you call it? Tracing paper, vellum, and create your own bag. All right, I'm going to use my tag. So I've got this large tag, and I use this large tag, which were the last two large tags. So to size this bag to the size I do want. All right, so I cut it down. I'll show you. This is not the cut size. This is the finished size. Is 5.5 inches, but I did actually cut it down at 6 inches. Okay, and it is 3.25 inches wide. All right, so as you can see, this is too big and too high, so that's why I did that. So the first thing we are going to do, and just get my pencil. I'm sure it was 6 inches. Let's just check it here. Yeah, it was 6 inches I cut the bag at. All right, so we are going to cut that straight across. So 6 inches there and 6 inches on the other side. So I just don't want it to be skew. So that's it there. All right, you can get your ruler if you feel a little bit more comfortable doing that. I'm going to just draw a little line there, and then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut that bit off. All right, so straight off like that. All right, then I'm going to make another little line here, 1/2 inch down. 1/2 inch is 1.2 centimeters. Oh, and 6 centimeters, 6 inches is 15 centimeters, if I hadn't said that. And then I'm going to just score down there like that. That's just going to give me a little fold line. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to just open this bag up. Don't let it go. Right, if you've got a seam on the bag, like I do, then keep that on the back, all right? And we will use this on the front. So I've got that there. Now all I want to do is I'm going to slit it with my scissors just to the line, all right? And on the side as well. All right, and then I'm going to just fold that down on that just make this a slightly angled. All right, and then we can just fold it on that line. I will glue that in place. That's just going to help make that piece of paper, because the glassine is very thin. All right, we will glue that down. Now what I want you to do before we do any of that is just fit in your tag. Yeah, that will go and be tucked down like that. All right, we are going to glue it. I'm just getting the size here first, and then I'm going to end up turning this around. All right, so again, I'm going to just use my, like that. And I didn't cut it off. You can see it's still stuck on the back there. Okay, and I'm going to stick this down. All right, so before I do that, I want to just put some glue on this little bit here. So get it up again. And we'll get some glue onto that little lip that we've got there. We'll fold that over and press it down. Just be careful because the glassine does tear. All right, so there we go, we've got that done. And then where we've got that folded, we're going to turn that over. I want to just cut that there before I do so. All right, and then I can go and turn that over. You can cut this piece off if you want. Let's do that. All right, I'll show you why. And then you just want to get some glue on the underside here of the flappy bit that you're turning over. You're not going to see it. And now you've got a size here that's going to be the right size and the right height. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Now all I'm going to do here is I want to round these. Now I did try and use my corner rounder. It doesn't really work, but it gave me the shape to, is it this one? This one, 4mm. It did give me the shape. Yeah, I can't really see it too well here, but you want to just round those. You don't have to, but I'm just doing it with my scissors. I'm just rounding off these corners. It just finishes it off, I think. All right, so this doesn't really work with a glassine, and I did try it on the other one. Okay, so we've got that there like that now. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to go and stick on the string. Now this twine, I should call it, we used some for the cover, and then what remained I divided into two, and I've used half on there and we're going to use half on here, and then it should pretty much be finished. So what I did was, again, I've just used my, I'm not a fan of this stuff, but you can use glue, but this does work well with the twine. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get it on this side eventually. It's easier for me to see the edge like this rather than shoving my head underneath the okay, so we've got that there, and we're not cutting it off, we're turning it over, and we will just run it over there. Okay, now you can cut it off. All right, now the grueling task of, let me try the tweezers. I wonder if that'll be better, if I can get this edge off. There we go. Right, so I've got that there, and I'm just going to pull it off. All right. Okay, so we've got that over there. I'm getting the twine, and I'm going to just start over here. So this is the front, that's the back with the seam, and I'm going to start at the top here and just stick the starter bit on there, and then lie this on that first row, and then just the back, so I'm not particularly worried. The front, I want to keep it nice and even. It's easier if you wrap it around your hand like this. Okay, I'll just cut that bit off, so I don't have to have a little odd piece around the front. Okay, and then just press it down. All right. Okay, now a little bit just peeking there, but that's okay. I have a plan for that. Right, so you've got that little bit done, and I just love how rustic that makes everything look. Okay, let's put some decorations on here. So I am planning, where I've got that lady there, I'm going to plan to put this one here. All right, so I'm going to see if I can move that over a little bit. Yeah, so we are going to put on some bits and pieces. So again, just torn these with my fingers from the scraps, and I'm going to put these on this side here. All right, I don't think I can put it on the other side because of that. So let's start with the Fabri-Tac. I think it's easier with the Fabri-Tac. Okay, so just tear them with your fingers, and the scraps are great for this sort of thing. I love doing it even on page edges. You know, there's so much you can do. You've seen me do this with many things. And it just takes a blank page, a writing page I like to call it, and just gives a little bit of bling without the shine, you know, but a bit of interest, that's the right word. Okay, so we've got that one on, and then I want to put on the next one, so it'll be here. I'm going to just cut that a little bit straighter so it can fit under there. So let's see, we'll get it there. I'm going to tuck it right at the top there and lap it over that one. And then this one I'm going to sort of place like that. All right, so there we go. And then I've got some flowers. So we've got these flowers here. Oh, come on, Ted. What is wrong with you today? He's all over the place. I want to just see how my watering can's going to fit here. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stick that there and that there. Let's do that. Okay, so we've got that on, and now we're ready to put on our little watering can. Too cute. And then we've got a little sentiment: soft days, fresh starts. Oh, beautiful. I dream of those. And slow mornings. Yeah. And then I've got my little birdie, which I'm going to be putting slightly off the page, which is fine. That bit, so just up to the birdie, and then I'll do the other bit when I stick it on the page, like that. Yeah, don't be limited by the edge of the page, you know, you make your own edge. Things can flow over the edge of the page, for sure. And there we've got another one. And how's that? I mean, you could do this with an envelope as well. It doesn't have to be this. Right, we're going to tuck this in here. And you know, I don't like this in here. I've just decided I want a different colour. As you do. Right, let's find one. Okay, so we're going to go with this. And my usual thing. Get it in upside down. Pull it over that way. Tie it round. I like to get the right side facing. Like that. Pull it. Yeah. That's better. And then just angle it. That's a better colour. Perfect. I'm loving that. Fresh days, soft days, fresh starts, slow mornings. Perfect. And there's your little project for today. Now with this one, I've done the reverse, where that one was pink before and this one was green. I've done the reverse, so I will use these, and that will go like that on the page. All right, everyone, that was a nice easy project for today, wasn't it? I hope that you've enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Don't forget about the April mini journal draw, the giveaway that I'm doing at the end of April, for all the sales based on the mini journal, whether it's the bundle, the mini journal for the Spring Whispers, or the Spring Whispers kit itself. Anything to do with Spring Whispers of Spring, sorry, will go into the draw. All right, so I will do that draw after the end of April. Okay, thank you so much for following. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hype the video for me. I will really appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching and all your lovely comments, because I do appreciate you. I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.